to what I need. Put a picture so I can see. February can't chase the days away. Yeah, away. Why listen to what they say? Save yourself for another day. This one's coming, it's gone to the wind again. Yeah, again. Again. Just listen and make amends. You've been down for as long as you've ever been. This weighs up, but you're down again. It's just like you to pull off what you thought you couldn't think today. The lost stranger, the wonder familiar face. Broken hearts made of pieces that shake. I've had one too many of them. So now we greet. Just like snow canceled, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow canceled, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow canceled, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow castle, oh, we drift to the edge. Oh, we drift to the edge, to the edge. Oh, we drift to the
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right.
Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? permit me to breathe before I do it again. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? Anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you?
Let's go. There we go. Yo, 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 yo. Dude, how we doing? Friday night. Still on that sometimes late night schedule. Remember, tomorrow afternoon is Fortnite. Tonight's gonna be like a run and gun. All right, we're not gonna go too late tonight because I gotta get some videos done. I'm also gonna play a little Dead by Daylight with Jenny tonight. Gotta get some videos done early for Fortnite Saturday. 2 days. 2 more days, and then there's gonna be no hair, baby. We got tonight, we got tomorrow, we got Sunday, and then I'm gonna have different hair, baby. Hey, I just wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Oh yeah, you know how it is. Woo! I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. Hey, I just wanna change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone everyone's waiting, anticipating. Oh yeah. You ready? Am I going with the Mr. Clean? I am not. I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. You're radiant. All right. Woo. It's my world. Woo. Radiate. Oh. No, 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 no. Hey, 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 hey. Woo. I can't pretend. No, 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 no. I hope this never ends. It's about you. Dude, let's go. We're cutting it out a little early there, right? Oh, shit. Dude, that's a good song, though. Like, can I just say, that's a good tune, man. You know what's crazy about it, too? You ready? Here's what's crazy about that tune. Somebody said, oh, they're like, they think it's pretty funny how I'm excited because of the hair, right? But like, dude, I love reinvention, right? And so the hair's going to be reinvented, and that reinvention is going to alter my personality just infinitesimally. And that will alter like my interactions with people infinitesimally, right? I can't spit that word out, but you know what I mean? Like every reinvention is like throwing a rock into a lake, and it just creates these ripples. Now, about that song, about Radiant, like, wow, what a great song. What's amazing. You know what's so funny about that song? Is that song, I was in a band, we were popular, we had management, we were playing like Dante's Inferno, that's the sex industry night. We were pretty popular, okay? The management was shopping us for a record deal. We were recording an album with Larry Crane, that's Jackpot Studios, the guy who recorded Elliott Smith's early records. But you know what's crazy? I pulled the plug on that band. I quit that band. I pulled the plug on Radiant, those songs, the band, the managers. I had spent $7,000 on that record with Larry Crane. That money just was basically right in the trash. And a year later, I was touring with a solo record that I had made called Let Go Afterglow. And like, I saw the whole country. So the point being is we can be somewhere where we think this is the best it's ever going to be. And then you may actually have to like pull the plug on that good thing to in fact get something even better, right? And I mean, isn't that insane to like, I think back of like how good that song was and how good my songwriting was and that whole band. And yet when I quit that band, ended that band, threw that money from the studio right in the trash, I actually did even better things. It was like even crazier stuff, you know? So that's wild, right? I think it's just wild how life works out like that. You know, that is like, I don't know. So I guess sometimes you can't be afraid to let go, right? Sometimes you just got to let go, right? You deleted TYT today? All right, let's go. Dude, let's go, man. Oh, shit. hopefully we're going to be listening to the other material here on the channel soon too. I am talking to the distributors, trying to figure out how I can get like channel-wide permissions. So just so you know, today we're going to kind of burn through. We're going to sort of have a fast stream, but there are some important things I want to cover. There's, of course, a little bit of chaos with Erika Kirk that we're going to look at. That is crazy. Dude, Trump, dude, what is Trump doing? Like, every time I look at this guy, dude, this guy is just getting dumber. I swear to you, he is getting dumber, sloppier, like bigger waste of space. It is seriously unfucking believable, dude. It is. Dude, let's go. Dude, Jeff Soul, thank you, boss. Appreciate you. We drift to the edge. Yes, we do, boss. Just like snow castles. Oh, we drift to the edge. Let's go, baby. Dude, I fucking love that tune. I do. I love that song, boss. It's a good tune. It is. Snow Castles. That one's pretty special because it's so different. It's like written in 3/4, and it's just really unusual. But so, like, Trump is just, dude, what an idiot. And there's a thing I've been getting to that we keep putting off, okay, which is that unredacted stuff from the other day, where we're going to look at a redacted thing from the Trump's DOJ, and we're going to look at the unredacted post, okay? And so, dude, he's seen polls. Man, I mean, dude, his polls. Dude, Trump is an idiot. Dude, Maga is crashed so hard, okay? Let's start with just a little Maga stupidity, shall we? Okay, because one of the things that I do want to highlight is this, guys. Look at this, boss. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, Lord have mercy on your soul. Look at this, dude. Okay, you ready? So this is crazy. Because I want to show you a typical disinformation post. Okay? This is what we're dealing with, guys. We are dealing with a constant stream of MAGA disinformation, dude. FDT! Dude, Peter! Let's go! All right. Before we get started, okay, I'm going to need you to put your hands together. Okay, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to watch Paula White slink around the house.
Hey!
Paula! Oh! Dude, let's go. Elfinator, no tangents today. Fingers crossed, LOL. Dude, no, we're going to do the tangents. They're just going to be quick turnaround. First off, I got some different rock star guys. Look at this shit. I don't know if you saw my tweet, but dude, I went to the store today. I bought a different version of Rockstar. This one has more caffeine in it. I've never drinking a Rockstar that's not the regular. So you guys, we're in this together, dude. I mean, branching out, right? Evolution. Here we go. I mean, all right, it's pretty good. It's got like 1.5 times the caffeine, though. So I'm going to be juiced, I think, later. I'm going to be in ADD focus mode. Oh, shit, boss. Oh, Trumpy. Oh, I'm jacked up. Dude, Melania, get me a new diaper. I'm jacked. Dude, let's go. Oh, shit. Dude, no, you know what's so funny, guys? Is I could drink like 2 of those and go to sleep. Dude, I have the most dysfunctional relationship with caffeine you can imagine, bro. Fruit punch is kind of shit. Yeah, I just like the caffeine. It's not bad, though. Dude, it's not bad. All right, so, you ready? You ready? Here we go. We got to focus in. But look at this shit, guys. Look at this. It says arrest made. Okay, you know Nick Shirley is doing his little anti-Gavin Newsom campaign where he goes to LA and he harasses every minority he can find, right? He's done soaking his mom and he's out there being the whatever, the Maga mouthpiece, okay? So look at this guy, though. This person says, arrest made. Nick Shirley just confirmed an arrest in the 170 million LA fraud scheme. A suspect was caught stealing medical identity numbers today. This investigation is working. More arrests are coming. Do you support jailing everyone involved in this $170 million fraud? Yes or no? Now, guys, dude, the arrest had nothing to do with Nick Shirley, okay? Here's where it gets better. First off, they eventually got community noted because the recent LA arrests were for a $17 million mortgage fraud scheme where people were defrauding older homeowners, okay? It had nothing to do with Nick Shirley. It had nothing to do with these MAGA shitheads. Mother of chickens, let's go! Thank you! Hype! Oh, hype! Let's go! But guys, it gets better, okay? It gets better. You ready for this? Because, okay? You ready for this? It gets better because when you look at this, if you look at this thing, you look at this investigation, it's a real estate loan fraud in LA, okay? You ready? But look at this. Let me show you here. Right? Look at this. Look at that. According to the federal grand jury indictment, look at what year these federal grand jury indictments happened, guys. January of 2021 to May of 2023. So, who was president when the DOJ was investigating this fraud case? Not Donald Trump. Oh, I just soiled my diaper. Dude, it's a Joe Biden investigation, right? It is a Joe Biden investigation. Joe Biden's DOJ, led by the incredibly mediocre Merrick fucking Garland, they're the guys who found this and investigated this. And basically, it just got cleaned up by the Trump admin. So not only does this have nothing to do with Nick Shirley, but dude, it's not even a Trump DOJ. It's literally Biden that found that fraud. So this whole thing from top to bottom is just a straight up lie, guys. It is just a straight up blanket BS lie, okay? And everybody, dude, right? It is like a straight up BS fucking lie, okay? Straight up lie. And where is it? Right here. I said right here, dude, this probe started 4 years ago during Biden. Dude, they're so dumb, right? It's like it's not possible for them to ever tell the truth. And two, though, they're so stupid. They will believe anything. They will, guys. I mean, think about the shit they've believed. Litter boxes, Pizzagate, Jewish space lasers. I mean, right? The line is endless. They thought Joe Biden had a body double, that he was an alien, right? They think, dude, they are so bent, bro. They are so bent, like so dumb. They think Jesus is white, guys. Okay? They think Jesus is white. Now, as long as we're on the subject here, look at this post, okay? This is from Libs of TikTok today. So I don't know if you saw, but James O'Keefe, James O'Keefe, right? Project Veritas, right? The BS they put a little camera in purses or whatever. They try to get somebody drunk and have them say something, that sounds like a conspiracy theory in the government. So James O'Keefe and Project Veritas went to LA, okay? and they decided on the heels of the Nick Shirley fraud probe, they're going to try and find some like voter fraud. So they went downtown in downtown LA, and they're claiming to have found a group that was going and registering the homeless to vote and paying them with money and drugs to register the homeless. Now, could it be true? I mean, I suppose maybe they're not setting it up. Maybe it could be true. But guys, just think about this. Literally in LA County, there's only 42,000 homeless people, which means if you went and registered every homeless person in LA and got them registered and voted for them, you would not be changing the vote of anything, okay? LA is like so blue. 42,000 votes wouldn't change LA. It certainly wouldn't change statewide. Like, it would be so hard, it would be so impractical to walk around registering the 42,000 homeless people, every single one of them, to try and do some sneaky voter ruse, because you would invest all that time and effort and maybe complications because maybe they have felony charges, etc., and it all to not be able to affect an election. So again, it is MAGA slop. Like they pull out some aha, but dude, it's totally ridiculous. Nobody would waste that. There would be so many better ways to cheat if you were going to cheat, okay? So it's just completely like it just doesn't make any sense. It's like their whole idea that everyone's cheating in elections, but, well, you guys just won all 3 houses of Congress, and you also did that in 2016, and you've won 2 out of the 3 presidencies, and only one time in the last 10 years have you ever not had 1 House of Congress. Like, literally, if there's a huge cheating program, it's not working well, because you guys are like, you're the only ones who are cheating if somebody's cheating. But anyway, so O'Keefe is down there uncovering this scandal. But now look at this. Libs of TikTok wrote, leftist rioters just attack citizen journalists in LA for exposing their ballot initiative fraud scheme, offering homeless people cash and drugs for signatures. Okay. Now, okay, first off, there's only 2 dudes. Okay. There's 2 black dudes. Now, I don't know where she came up with the leftists. Like, everyone who is black, I guess, is a leftist to 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗃𝗃. But then she calls them rioters. Dude, it is so funny. It's like, really? Leftist rioters? Like, come on, bro. Now, I think there's a good story here in this, though. And you know why, guys? Because if we go to Libs of TikTok, let's go watch this video, okay? The reason why I think this is a good story is because I think this is an example, guys, of their propaganda's not working anymore, okay? That is, we're going to watch the video. But so, guys, their propaganda is starting to sort of wear off. So now they have to like ramp it up, okay? It can't just be like, you know, some people attacked, you know, whatever, James O'Keefe. Like, you know, in 2021, they would have called them thugs to denote black people, right? They would have called them thugs. They would have. Absolutely. In 2021, Libs of TikTok would have been 2 thugs attacked James O'Keefe. But now they've ramped it up to leftist rioters, okay, attacking the citizen journalists, right? They're like cranking it up. Next thing you know, it'll be, you know, a communist mob, you know, fucking, you know, a communist mob nearly ended the life of 2 citizen journalists, right? And you'll look over at the video and there's like 3 women screaming at them or something. Right? They're just, it's losing their power, but let's watch the video.
Hey. I got you. I'm not from out here.
Somebody knocked his phone out. But now, dude, I don't even know who these people are, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know who these people are. They're like, you know, I mean, we don't even know what they're doing, dude. I don't think they're leftists. I certainly don't think they're any big political figures, but dude, leftist rioters, bro. Oh shit. Dude, leftist rioters. Isn't that funny? Oh my God, dude. Oh, they are going crazy. But okay, they're trying to gun down, you know, metaphorically, they're trying to gun down, okay, any, you know, they're trying to metaphorically end the career of any dangerous candidates, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's really what they're after. Right now, they seem particularly threatened by Gavin Newsom. And along these lines, I think there's something that's pretty funny was 𝗏𝗏𝗽𝗃, okay? 𝗏𝗏𝗃 did a thing. You guys know 𝗏𝗏𝗃. Riley Gaines worked for 𝗏𝗏𝗃. That there's a lot of right-wing fucking people. But look at this shit. It says, if Donald Trump is so dangerous, why is Gavin Newsom copying his social media style? Dude, isn't that funny? Oh my God. So their basic premise is like, ooh, they said Trump was dangerous, but Gavin Newsom is doing social media just like him. Like, if Trump was really dangerous, why is Gavin doing that? And yeah, first off, it's going right over their head that he's mocking them, okay? That he is doing that not to be serious, but doing it in such an ostentatious way to parody the parody of Trump, okay? For starters, but the fact that they are reeling from this, okay? They don't know how to know how to process the fact that the things that used to work for them are no longer working. And that's really more than anything, guys, more than any poll, more than, you know, any whatever voting result. I think the number one thing that I see right now, okay, the number one thing that I see right now is that MAGA's bag of tricks no longer works, okay? It doesn't. Trump's bag of tricks no longer works. MAGA's bag of tricks no longer works. And so they're reeling. They're flailing. They don't understand because they used to have a very precise way of dealing with this. Trump would go off on Twitter. They would then claim that, like, leftists are freaking out, mean tweets. Leftists don't know how to react to Trump's mean tweets. Remember? Oh, I'm fine with mean tweets, blah, 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 blah. Then Trump would just go out and say whatever, and everybody would cheer, and everybody would obey Trump, and there would be no breaking from ranks. And if somebody broke from ranks, like Kyle Rittenhouse, the tribe would come in and you better shape up. And they had this tuned machine where Trump's word was like God to them, okay? But now they're fucked, okay? Now half of the coalition is not even wearing MAGA hats anymore. They're wearing the blue America First hats. You have Tucker, Candace, Megyn Kelly, and Nick Fuentes are out. Marjorie Taylor Greene's leaving Congress. Everybody shredding Trump, okay? Even people who were diehard Trumpers are like, you know, I'm kind of over Trump. Or they're like, yeah, I support him, but their passion and their vigor for, like, you know, touting him is gone, okay? His tweets are now just looked at as like insanity, and they've gotten so long and so crazed that it's like, oh my God, dude, he's batshit. He's yelling at reporters like he was during COVID. The simplest question sets him off. His health is obviously screwed. He's on the defensive constantly, trying to like, no, I didn't mean this. No, I didn't mean that. I mean, he's always explaining himself. And even when he stands in front of the MAGA faithful, like nobody even cheers anymore. Nobody even cheers. And they are just decimated. Okay. And this is so crazy, dude. It's so crazy too, to think that Gavin Newsom's social media people, okay, Gavin Newsom's social media people that he hired have kind of like neutralized Trump. That, and of course, the Epstein files, the hoax, was a huge mistake, okay? Like Trump going out and calling the Epstein files a hoax was probably, I mean, guys, when I think about the fracture of MAGA, I really think of just a couple of things. I think of the Epstein files, him calling them a hoax, okay? I think of, Gavin Newsom's social media team, like neutralizing his tweets and making his tweets no longer like the thing, because now it's almost like they're doing them better than Trump did, okay? Newsom's social media team is doing Trump better than Trump did, right? To be honest. And then the going to war, dude. Dude, fatal fucking mistake, bro. The going to war for Israel, dude, like wrong move, boss. Just absolute wrong move. Oh, dude, they're so done. They are like so done. Pine Box, let's start a dance party. All right, let's go. Dude, let's get it. Dude, I'm into it. We're doing it. Dude, they're just cooked, guys. Okay? They are just cooked, bro. Absolutely cooked. All right. Now, I don't want to miss this, okay? I don't want to fuck this shit up. So we're going to huge Trump blunder. Yeah, huge Trump blunder, man. Right? Dude, you know what I'm saying? The Epstein files is a hoax, though, is like, honestly, I think one of the craziest like mistakes I think I've ever seen somebody make, dude. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Pine Box dance party. Let's go, LFG boss. That him saying the Epstein files was a Democrat hoax had to be the biggest like political miscalculation ever, dude. Ever. Like that is one of the, I feel like his entire movement died right there. Okay? His entire movement died right there. Dude, Kids Cat, let's go. Thank you. Dude, Pine Box Watch, Pinky Parker, let's go. Dude, today's thumbnail is pretty good. All right, I'm going to show you today's thumbnail. Here is the thumbnail for the Pine Box soon. Right? This was today's video. Tonight's video. That's a good thumbnail. Pine Box soon. Dude, let's go. Help. I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh. Baked cookies. All right. Let's go. Dude, that hand, guys, is one of the gnarliest things I've ever seen in my life, bro. All right. So we got to look at the Trump redacted, okay? Because this is crazy. Okay? This is absolutely batshit. All right? Let me show you the Trump redacted thing, okay? Because, so this, seriously, guys, this is one of the most epic blunders, okay? So I'm going to read 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝐻's account here, and then we're going to look at the original email. Now, you know that there is a war. There's a war waging right now over the Epstein files, and it's happening in Congress. Obviously, Pam Bondi and Todd Blanche are withholding. They're withholding like more than half of the files. Millions of documents are being held. Okay. Now, simultaneously, Congress is getting access to the unredacted information. And so now they're able to see the piss poor redactions, because not only are they withholding half the documents, guys, but they are illegally redacting this shit. Okay, they are redacting women who shouldn't be redacted. They are redacting everything Trump. They are redacting Trump's friends and donors who shouldn't be redacted. They are leaving actual survivors unredacted and ruining their fucking lives. Okay, and they're doing it all secretly and stealthily in order to build a singular narrative about Trump being not guilty. Okay, they're not releasing these to help the survivors. They're not releasing these to be transparent. They're not releasing them to even give us a full picture of what went on. They're exclusively protecting Donald Trump. Okay, so here, look at this. It says, wow, DOJ redactions hid key details about Trump's Epstein ties, and Rep. Dan Goldman just revealed what they were trying to cover up. In the unredacted document shown today by Goldman, we can now read the full notes from a 2009 conversation involving Epstein's attorney and Trump's attorney. Isn't that crazy, guys? He was supposedly done with Epstein, but now Trump and Epstein's attorneys are talking in 2009. That's weird, okay? Now, here's what we're going to look. Here's the original document, guys. Look at this. Okay, look at this. It is from Epstein to Ghislaine G. Max, says forward Trump. Okay, and what it is it's from Jack Goldberger to Epstein and his lawyers. Okay, and it says spoke to Alan Garden, Trump's attorney blank. Garden arranged a 20-minute phone conference with Trump and Brad. That's Brad Edwards. That's the attorney for many of the women, right? In lieu of a depot, following was discussed. And look at this redaction, guys. You see that? It's not names. It is like the entire thing is blocked out. The whole email is redacted. Everything like after the line that says there was a phone call, right? Dude, there should be none of these. This is illegal, okay? Now, keep that in mind, all right? We're gonna dupe that. And keep that in mind, because now we're going to show you the whole thing, dude. Look at this. This is what was unredacted, okay? Wait, let me find I think I have a better copy of this. Okay, so what was unredacted, let me see. Hold on, let me see if I have a better, I think I have a clearer copy of that picture. Hold on one sec. Let me just double check. I think I grabbed 2 copies of it because that one was blurry. And so I'm pretty sure I grabbed another one. There's the Midas Touch one. All right, hold on. All right. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna do a quick download of this. All right, we're gonna do a quick. It's gonna be good being able to read it. I think that's important, actually. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah, dude, I'm like a bookmarking fool today, guys. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, I guess that's not even any better. All right, fuck it. So anyway, what it says is it questions about whether Epstein was ever expelled from Mar-a-Lago, and it says he was not. He was never asked to leave. Okay. And it also had information about Trump being on Jeffrey Epstein's planes, even though Trump denied it. Okay. Then there were Trump at Jeffrey Epstein's house. Trump saying, I may have been there with my wife. Okay. That is a huge one because Trump had denied that too. And then it says Trump specifically asked Garten to advise us of the interview. Brad had previously talked to the manager of Mar-a-Lago, Bort 𝗙𝗪𝗓, okay, and 𝗙𝗪𝗓 confirmed Epstein was never asked to leave Mar-a-Lago, okay? So now this is huge, guys, because what they did was they redacted all of the information that completely, impeaches Trump's testimony, okay? Because Trump had made claims about not being on the planes. We know we have him on the registry at least 7 times, but there were then first-person accounts of people who had confirmed, and Trump himself confirming he had been on the planes, okay? And the fact that Epstein was never asked to leave Mar-a-Lago and that Trump may very well have gone to his house. Okay, Trump's own attorney set the record straight about Mar-a-Lago, and he admitted, no, Epstein was not a member. He may have been a guest. He was never asked to leave. Trump's own attorney admitted this. Dude, Lucy Lou's mom, let's go Pine Box Party! Oh! Yes! Let's go, dude. Thank you, Lucy Lou's mom. Let's fucking go, baby. Oh, shit. All right. Let's go, dude. I haven't missed anyone, have I? No, I have not. All right. Shin Godzilla, let's go. I did miss somebody. Dude, let's go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kids Cat, I believe nothing Trump says. Believe victims. You got that right. Dude, not only don't believe nothing Trump says, but you can believe pretty much nothing that Pam Bondi or what's his name? Todd Blanche say either. But so Trump's attorney said that Epstein was never asked to leave Mar-a-Lago. All right. Mar-a-Lago's manager, Bernd Lemke, also confirmed Epstein was never asked to leave Mar-a-Lago. So now we have Trump's attorney and the manager of Mar-a-Lago refuting Donald Trump's lie of saying that he kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago. Okay. And then the notes reference Trump being on Epstein's plane, which also fly in the face of Trump's public denial. Although there are 7 examples of Trump being in the manifest. Okay. So what it does is it confirms that Trump had interactions connected to Epstein's world far beyond what he has repeatedly claimed. And he may even been at Epstein's house. I may have been at Epstein's house with my wife. Okay. I know, Bernd Lemke. Doesn't that sound like fucking totally made up? But guys, again, guys, this was the original letter. Look at that. Okay. So now, what else do we know? Okay. What else we know is this. Is we know that every time we see a big full black box like this, or like that 338-page document that was all black, every time we see this, we can pretty much guarantee that there's a major Trump piece of information under that black box, or somebody like right next to his orbit, like Trump, Melania, right? It's got to be somebody close. Whatever is under there, yes, is an absolute Trump scandal. And now there's some Melania shit going on with this stuff too, okay? If we, dude, that is so damning though, okay? That is so unbelievably damning. Unreal, bro. Hold on. I thought there was something else, dude. Dude, King Crab, let's go, baby. Oh, shit. Wrong button, dude. Oh, I got to save that one, too. Yeah, okay. But look at this, guys. Okay? You ready? This is another one, dude. It's fucking 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗧. I haven't seen something this redacted since Tommy's report cards. Dude, wild card! Oh, shit! Dude, can I just tell you, my report cards were things of beauty, my friend.
Hey! Modarabakasakatarabakasakatara.
Dude, my report cards almost seemed like AI because it was just A. I mean, they seemed fake, guys. You know, that shit, it, like, had to be AI, bro. Because it was just, dude, A. I did not get a C. Guys, I got 2 C's. Okay, you ready? I'm embarrassed to tell you about this, but I got a C my senior year in ceramics. Okay, dude, I got a C in ceramics. That was the first C in ceramics in my senior year of high school. Okay, that was like it was pretty hard for me to take. And then I got a couple C's in my second semester because I had already been accepted to UCLA. And so I did get a couple C's in like trig and shit. But dude, I got a C in ceramics, right? Dude, senior year, boss. That was it. That was the only legitimate C. The other C's that I got were because I was cutting class and because I'd already been accepted to college. And so second semester, my senior year, dude, I cut class. Like I had to go to Saturday detention for like a month so I could even graduate because I cut so many classes in my second semester, senior year. After I got into UCLA, I was like, dude, there's really no reason for me to show up here anymore. Dude, I'm in. Oh shit. Dude, once I was in, bro, I was like, fuck this noise. Right? All right. But guys, so look at this shit. Look at how creepy this guy is. Dude, 𝗨𝗨𝗪𝗪𝗧. Like, what a creeper. Now, this is the guy, okay? This is the guy that introduced Melania to Trump. And he was an Epstein, like, devotee as well, okay? And it's 𝗨𝗨𝗪𝗪𝗧, okay? He was appointed to the board of trustees at the Kennedy Center. Of course, Trump is appointing Epstein buddies to the Kennedy Center. And he's one of the several men who owned a modeling agency that brought girls from Eastern Europe, okay? Right into America, AKA was trafficking Eastern European girls. Donald Trump's modeling agency was doing this. 𝗨𝗨𝗪𝗪𝗧's modeling agency was doing this. And so was Epstein and Jean-Luc Brunel. Okay? 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗧 was a friend of Epstein and Jean-Luc. Incidentally, he also introduced Melania to her future husband, right? Ta-da. Da-dee-da-dee-da. Now, guys, look at this shit, okay? Right? Here he is when he was younger, okay? There's Trump and Melania, and this is 𝗨𝗨𝗪𝗪𝗧, okay? He was also on the board of the 𝗪𝗪𝗪 Project, which was Ghislaine Maxwell's project. Remember? I don't know if you guys know about 𝗪𝗪𝗪, but she started this nonprofit that was supposed to do like ocean work. And it was her big thing. Like after Epstein got arrested, it was her way of like kind of trying to rejuvenate her name. Okay. She tried to rejuvenate her name with 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. And of course, 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 was on the board of 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. Okay. Now he's got a diplomatic role under Trump, okay? And then look at this, dude. Look at Melania when she first got brought to New York City, okay? That was her living with her photographer roommate, Matthew Arabian, okay? Melania knew Epstein before she knew Trump, okay? And 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆 put her to work, and definitely she knew Epstein before she knew Trump. Now, guys, I'm pretty sure that Melania and Trump were like, I mean, Melania and Epstein, I mean, I have no doubt that they were, you know, doing the deed. Oh, I'm so pissed she's sleeping with Jeffrey, right? Dude, you know, right? You know that they were like, they were tapping. Okay, blunt front, let's go. I mean, I don't want to get sued or anything. Melania, screw you, babe. Dude, I'm just saying what Michael Wolff has said. So Michael Wolff said they were, so, dude, yeah, isn't that crazy though? Now, okay, it was 1998, okay, when 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆 introduced Melania to Trump, okay, at the 𝗙𝗪𝗡 Club party, all right? Now, we don't know at the FDT Trump dance. All right, let's go. There you go. Dude, so we don't know, like, we have yet to get a full accurate history of Melania and right, of Melania and we have not gotten a full history of Melania and Epstein. Like I have not gotten a full confirmed, you know, there's a lot of gray area. I mean, I feel like this picture right here really says a lot. Okay? This is the one photo that I think says more than anything else, because you have Melania, Andrew, right? You have Epstein, and you have Gwendolyn Beck, who was very well known as a swinger, you know, a sex partier. Okay, so this is like seeing these four together and seeing how they're chummy. It's not like a photo op. It's not like a photog. Like, they're hanging out. They know each other. Okay, they're very familiar with each other. And so, you know, I mean, I just know that her and Epstein were swinging. You know they were, okay? Now, she may have even been, you know, a working girl. I mean, 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆, he did traffic girls from Eastern Europe, guys. That's what he did. 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆 brought in girls from Eastern Europe, very young, anywhere from 14 to, you know, 19, 20, right? Mostly young. But there were a full range of ages. He was bringing them over for modeling gigs, and then they would become part of, you know, the entertainment for the modeling agency owner. But so Melania, she was in her 20s, but I mean, if you see her, when you see her, she's pretty young looking, you know. She was a young looking 20, but there's a very, very, like, you know, it is very likely that she was trafficked long before she, you know, became Trump's girl. Okay, dude, Pinky, let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, let's check in, guys. We have 7 minutes. All right, we need 18 and 7. We're gonna take a little pause here. We're gonna hunker down and get that dance party confirmed. Right? Dude, redaction. Dude, Melania, dude, shit is crazy, bro. What if she had married Epstein? Dude, Ella, let's go, Ella. Thank you, boss. Dude, and this is crazy too, guys. You ready? Because look at this, dude. This is the big story that broke. Okay. And when was this? This was from, oh shit, it came out today, dude. So there is 𝗙𝗡𝗆𝗆. Okay. This is the Epstein friend. He's with Melania and Trump still to this day at Mar-a-Lago. Very close, dude. Peter Stats is a punk. Let's go, Lens. Let's go. So look at what 𝗙𝗡𝗆𝗆 did, though. Trump friend asked ICE to detain the mother of his child. Paolo 𝗙𝗡𝗆𝗆, a former modeling agent, longtime Trump ally, and good friend of Jeffrey Epstein, and the guy who brought Melania to America, was in a custody battle over his son. And so he was in a custody battle with his wife over his son. And so he got Trump to get an ICE agent to go and detain his wife. He detained the mother of his kid so he could win the custody battle. Like, what a dirtbag, guys. I mean, how crazy is that? How many JE babies are around poor kids? I don't know. Isn't that nuts? That is insane. It was last June, okay? Paolo 𝗙𝗡𝗆𝗆𝗆, a former modeling agent turned presidential special envoy, had learned his Brazilian ex-girlfriend was in a Miami jail, arrested on charges of fraud at her workplace. They had been in a custody battle over their teenage son. Now he saw an opportunity. Slava Ukraini! I puck Putin. Let's go, dude. Charlie, let's go, baby. Make sure you put something on when you're pucking Putin, right? Let's go. Thank you, boss. All right. So then what he did was she had gotten arrested. So he reached out to an immigration and customs person, explained she was in the country illegally, and then wanted her put in ICE detention so he could get his son back. Dude, how crazy is that? And you ready for this, though, guys? Guys, it gets better, okay? Dude, here I am, Slava. Let's go, Ella. Dude, guys, all right, we got 4 minutes. Hold on, guys. It's going to get better. I'm telling you, I'm about to blow your guys' minds. The absolute corruption, but wait till you see how this comes full circle. All right, dude, we have 4 minutes, guys. We need to grab this up. We need 13 and 4, baby. All right, I'm turning into a carnival barker. We're gonna get that dance party secured, and then wait till I bring this back, though, guys, because what you're gonna see happen in a minute, your head is going to spin. Okay, dude, the head is gonna spin. 4 minutes. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Hey oh, hey oh, hey oh, hey oh. Let's go. Dude, there it is. Let's go, Peaky Parker. 347. All right, 12 left. 12 left, guys. Dance party imminent. Means glory to the heroes in the Ukraine. All right, let's go. We love it. Hero yum. Hero yum. Dude, what's up with Caroline Levitt? She was pulling some shit with ICE too? I mean, guys, all of these people are crooks, okay? They're all crooks. Everyone in the Trump orbit, all of his friends, all of his cabinet members, all of his business partners, everyone in his family, they are all crooks. All of them. Degenerate crooks. Dude, Shin Godzilla, let's go. Dude, cats, comrades, let's go, baby. Appreciate you, boss. Dude, Pinky. Woo! Let's go. That's why they're having those freak parties every weekend. I mean, pretty much. All right, 2:45, guys. 10 left, baby. It is crunch time. Dude, I think I like the fruit punch. I'm not sure I like the flavor of the fruit punch, but I'm liking that little extra caffeine hit. I am, dude. For a total, manic, like, caffeine lover, this shit it's got a good boost. Dude, Mother of Chickens, LFG dance party, let's go. Dude, Blunt Front coming in hot. There we go. 8 left, guys. Barron bought 30 million of oil. Of course he did. Dude, what a degenerate, boss. They're all degenerates. They are. They are all crooks. Caffeine, America's favorite drug. Let's go. Yeah, so, well, yeah, Melania met Trump in 98, but she didn't come to America in 98, okay? She came to America earlier than that. But yes, she was 28, 27 when she met Trump. They're just sick, evil, twisted psychos. They are. Let's go, Pinky. Nicole, let's go, LFG. All right, guys, we got 1 minute. We need 6 in 1 minute, baby. Let's hit it up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh shit, dude. It always makes me nervous. We're down to the wire. Down to the wire. 59, 58, 57, 56, 52, 51, 50. Oh shit, dude. We're not gonna make it. Oh shit. Dude, gacked off Rockstar. I'm feeling a pretty good buzz. 40 seconds, dude. There's no way. There's no way, dude. We're cooked. We're cooked. No dance. 30, 20. Dude, oh shit, 5 left. Latua, let's go. Uh-oh, 25 seconds, dude. 4 left. 3 left. Oh shit, dude, Pinky. Let's go, dude. Eli, dude, the depravity of these bastards exhausts me. You're not wrong. We're 2 away, dude. Sumi, dance. Oh my God, 1 more. 10 seconds. Oh shit. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we missed it. Oh, dude, blunt front. All right, we're going to count that, dude. Let's go. Sumi dance. Let's go. Dude, BJM, let's go. Dude, we'll count that. Oh, Trumpy. Dude, I'm calling that goal, baby. Oh, shit. Let's go. All right. Dude, we made it. No, we made it. We made it. It was like 1 second late, but dude, it's the buzzer. It's like right? It's like the fucking buzzer in an NBA game, boss. If it's hitting the rim, we're good, dude. Sorry, I was gaming and getting attacked. No, dude, you're great. Thank you, Court. Dude, thank you, mother of chickens. Trying my best. Me too. Dude, Josie Ann said the U.S. electorate chose badly. Now the whole world is suffering. It's maddening. I mean, guys, isn't that crazy? Like, think about this. Think about the blood that is on MAGA's hands because they acted irresponsibly. They voted for Trump, but then a whole bunch of people that were not fully MAGA, middle of the road Republicans and independents voted for Trump. And now the whole fucking world is suffering. Iranian children are dead. People are like, you know, like a whole bunch of US aid shit has gotten canceled. There are poor people dying. There's LGBTQ people all over the world that are unsupported. There's all kinds of films that got their grants revoked. Cancer research got canceled, right? People are getting kicked off healthcare, right? I mean, dude, the Ukraine war is spiraling out of control. Now there's war all over the Middle East, all because a bunch of fucking uneducated American shithead voters decided to vote for Donald Trump, dude. Right? Yeah, the gas infrastructure is set back. The LNG infrastructure is set back. I mean, dude, it's going to be like years of repair. Again, just after we got out of the pandemic, guys, when we were starting to gain steam, now we have set America and the world back like 5-10 years just because American voters are idiots. And this guy was an insurrectionist. Like, we knew. Okay? Jesus. But guys, let's get back to Paolo Zampoli's wife, okay? Because you ready? So the woman, Paolo Zampoli's wife, is Amanda Ungaro, okay? Remember that name, guys. Amanda Ungaro. Placed in ICE custody and ultimately deported, okay? Right? So she gets arrested for some shit at work. Zampoli calls up some buddies, says, I want to put her in ICE detention. He gets the mother of his kid deported. so he can have custody of the kid, okay? And the ICE official did that because he was a friend of Trump's. So now we have a friend of Trump's using government workers to settle his score in his divorce proceeding, okay? Wow. Dude, that is some wild corruption, right? Okay, now you ready? So 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆, though, has often used his proximity to Trump to gain favors. But now you remember the name? Amanda Ungaro, okay? Amanda Ungaro. Now watch this, guys. All right, this is where it's going to blow your mind, okay? Because here's what we have, okay? What we have is Paulo 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆 is importing girls from Eastern Europe, okay? He imports Melania. He introduces Melania to Trump. Melania is close to Epstein and 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆 and Jean-Luc Brunel and all those guys before she meets Trump. All right, Paulo 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆 marries Amanda Ungaro, okay? That's who he marries, Amanda Ungaro. She's from Brazil, right? Well, look at this, guys. Look at that. This is the Epstein list on the flights. Who do you see on there? Look at that name on the Epstein plane, dude. Oh, shit. We got Brunel over here, okay? And we've got Amanda Ungaro. So Paulo 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆's wife was like traveling on the Epstein fucking affair, okay? Along with Jean-Luc Brunel and, you know, Donald Trump, Melania, RFK Jr. I mean, dude, Bill Clinton, the list goes on and on and on. How can you read that chicken scratch? I have trouble reading it, but I've looked at these enough that I can pick out some things. You can see Jean-Luc, the LUC, and the Brunel. After you look at these manifests for a while, you pick up the chicken scratch a little bit, but some of them are hard to make out. But isn't that crazy? So his wife was on the Lolita Express as well, right? Why is it underlined? Somebody underlined it for emphasis. It wasn't underlined on the manifest. They underlined it in the tweet, okay? Karen Piper did. Underlined it in the tweet. So they are all connected, guys. They are all like Melania, Epstein, Trump. See, this is the thing. Some people want to feel bad for Melania because Trump like cheated on her and all that shit. But guys, I think she's as dirty as he is. Like Melania is covering this shit up too. She knows she's absolutely dirty. Okay. You know what I'm saying? She is absolutely dirty. I mean, there's probably hundreds of millions of Russian oligarch money. There are the sex crimes. There are the probably blackmail videos of various political and business figures that all probably turned into a Melania and Trump and Epstein payday. I mean, it is some dirty, dirty shit, guys. Dirty shit. Okay? This is some dirty stuff. Now, dude, Barron, I mean, we don't know that Barron is Trump's kid. Okay? We don't know that. We don't know it. I mean, I don't really think he looks a lot like Trump, you know? Dude, do you think he looks like Trump? I don't know, man. Dude, he looks like Trump in the face? Nah. Dude, isn't that crazy? Oh, shit. Dude, there's Paulo 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆 with Susie Wiles, and there's Paulo 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆 with Jared Kushner, right? Dude, he is just Mr. Buddy Bud, and here he is when he was younger with Melania and Trump, 2002, okay? That's 𝗙𝗪𝗡𝗆 in 2002. It was in the heyday, boss, all right? And look at this, though, right? His wife was 17 when she came to New York, okay? Flying on Epstein's plane from Paris, all right? She says she never saw Epstein again, but we know that's BS. okay? And then she met 𝗙𝗡𝗆𝗆 later that year. So isn't that wild? Dude, all right, 𝗙𝗡𝗆𝗆 began a relationship with her likely when she was underage. I mean, it's pretty dirty, guys. This is all pretty dirty. And here's a recent shot of 𝗙𝗡𝗆𝗆, right, with Amanda and Trump and Melania. This is a couple years ago, all right? So this guy is like deeply connected, all right? There's the ICE official that did Trump's bidding. But, I mean, this is how it rolls, guys, okay? Just so you know, this is how it rolls. If you are buddies with Donald Trump, you get access to ICE. The government will come and deport somebody for you if you're friends with Donald Trump. Like, bro, the Epstein class is reeling, guys. Isn't that insane? That's fucking insane, boss. It is so gross, dude. It is. It is so gross. There's never been corruption like that, guys. Like that is, we are witnessing, guys, we are witnessing unparalleled, like, corruption. It is so out in the open. It is like crazy. Like, I'm nervous because it's setting a precedent that you have to wonder, is this the future? Like, is it gonna get worse? Is every president gonna get like more and more corrupt? Because it's literally like right out in the open and nobody's even saying anything about it. Like, none of the Republicans are remotely concerned about the fact that there's massive amounts of corruption happening right in front of their fucking noses. You know? Like, dude, what are we doing? And it's everything. It's the admin, Kristi Noem. It's government contracts. It's 50 grand in a paper bag with Tom Homan. It's Trump's kids. It's crypto. It's Melania's crypto coin. It's like people using ICE, yada, yada, yada. Like, bro, what are we doing? All right, right now, you know what we're doing? We're getting a little more juiced up from this Rockstar Punch. I like the extra caffeine, guys. I'm not gonna lie, the extra caffeine, I'm feeling a little high right now on my little Rockstar fucking dude. T-minus 2 days. Somebody asked about the hair, guys, if I'm doing a Picard, and no, I don't know exactly what I'm doing because hair sidebar. You ready? So I don't know exactly what I'm doing because my hairstylist, I normally go to this guy named Gino. I've been going to him for like 10 years, 12 years. But Gino is now in Europe, okay? He just took off. He left his salon and is now jet setting all over Europe. All right, so Gino's unavailable. So I am trying a new hair salon. Now, we may go to my typical spiky faux hawk, in which case I will be bleaching it white, okay? Like a white blonde bleached faux hawk, little spiky do. I will probably go back to that. I may do something a little different. I don't know if the hairstylist comes up with something cool, but I'm not shaving my head. I don't want to be bald, right? I like having hair, and I don't care like about the hairline and shit. I like having hair to be able to accessorize and stuff. You know, I don't want to be bald, and especially because a lot of guys with high hairlines feel like they have to be bald. And so I don't really go that route, dude. I don't operate like other guys do. LFG, let's go. Dude, Felicia, thank you, boss. LFG to you too. LFG Tommy, let's go. Dude, and we also got Lynn's in here. American non-voters are idiots as well. Yes, Lynn's. Thank you for pointing that out. All right, American non-voters are fucking idiots, dude. Indeed. Hold on. I want to reset here and make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let me reset my windows, get everything back on live chat, make sure I didn't miss any donos, and then we can move on. And nope, we got it all. All right, perfect. Now, guys, you ready? We got to look at some of the Trump stuff because, dude, Trump, what was he doing today, guys? I mean, it just goes from bad to worse, okay? We've seen him talking about nukes. We've seen him like, oh yeah, Iran's destroyed. Now they're sending Marines Okay, they sent Marines to the Middle East. All right, that's not a good sign, guys. Okay, you ready? Like, dude, yeah, no, he is going down fast. But you ready? Look at this shit. Okay, all right, watch this shit.
Polls have shown that Maga is essentially unified behind you, as are Republicans when it comes to Iran. There's been reports that, the United States might be sending 2,500 Marines to the Middle East. Are you concerned that a move like that could potentially change the unity?
Well, I don't know. I seem to have great support because CNN came out with a poll today that I'm at 100%. And they said they've never seen a poll like that. The CNN poll said I'm at 100%, and they've never seen that before.
Dude, 100%. The CNN poll said 100% of MAGA. And guys, we know that poll is bullshit. Because I can show you like half of MAGA that is ready to waterboard this guy, dude. They're like, they are, my mom used to say they are fit to be tied. But yeah, dude, now CNN is like responsible for him sending Marines. He is now putting boots on the ground in the Middle East because CNN convinced him he has 100% support. Dude, give me a break, bro. Dude, what are they doing, boss?
Which is an honor. I was impressed
It's
that
an honor.
CNN would do that. But as far as troops are concerned, I can't tell you what we're doing.
Mr. President.
Dude, so they are sending Marines to the fucking, right? They are sending Marines to the Middle East, okay?
You said that the war was militarily won in Iran. What did you mean by that? You said the war was militarily won in Iran. What did you mean by that?
Oh, I think we've won. We've knocked out their Navy, their Air Force. We've knocked out their anti-aircraft. We've knocked out everything. We're roaming free. From a military standpoint, all they're doing is clogging up the strait. But from a military standpoint, they're finished.
So how much longer does the American people expect?
So, dude, the war's over, right? The war's over. Iran's done. But they can't get the strait open. Why is that? Right? Why is that? Why is it that their army's gone, their navy's gone, their leaders are gone, militarily they've been defeated, the war is over, we have won, and yet nobody can get through the Strait of Hormuz? Oh, I mean, what, they just lock it up and lose the key or something, right? I mean, something's not adding up. Am I right? Am I right? Dude, let's go. Dude, Rachel. Dude, Raylene, let's go to the resistance. I love you guys. We love you too. Let's go, dude. Thank you, boss. Viva les résistants. Dude, I know. Isn't it funny how the lies. Dude, I'm getting rid of this mustache too, bro. The lies. They just, the math ain't mathing. Okay, but guys, it keeps getting better. Okay, it keeps getting better. Every time Trump opens his mouth, dude, it gets better. Watch this one, bro. This one is crazy. Okay, they're asking him about Iran and, you know, the whole idea of like, right, like, why are we even there? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we even in Iran? Nobody can get their story straight. But look at what Trumpy says.
Possibly get hit harder, but these are thugs and animals and horrible people. But you can't hit anybody harder than we've hit them. But I'm not surprised. They executed 3 young people for protesting.
And do you plan to escort those ships through the Strait of Hormuz with...
Dude, you hear that? He said they're terrible people. They're thugs. They executed 3 people for protesting. Dude, who's gonna tell him, bro? Right? Does anyone want to fill him in about like protesters being executed? I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, dude, Renee Good and fucking Alex Preddy would like to have a word, bro. Right? Isn't that funny? How he actually says, dude, oh, they're bad. They're thugs. Like, we should go in and move on them militarily. because they executed some protesters. But dude, and I'm not defending the killing of protesters in Iran, but at least those guys got a trial. Bro, here in America, when you get executed protesting, you don't even get a trial. They just shoot you and they call you a fucking bitch. And they gloat about it. You know what I'm saying? They do. They gloat about it, and then the government goes out and lies afterwards while you're watching the video of them being gunned down. The government says, oh yeah, they pulled a weapon. It's like, yo, Christie, no, he didn't. He did not pull a weapon. He most certainly, he's got his hands on the ground. There's like 8 guys like trying to grab his gonads, and then they just blew him away, bro. Why are you lying to us? Isn't that crazy? And yes, this right here used to be the Rose Garden, and now it is just a big cement slab, right? Isn't that wild? They executed 3 young people for protesting. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Trumpy. Now look at him, though. Now, guys, you ready? Hold on. Let's look at the Brent crude price. So the Brent crude is at 106. Okay. Look at that. Crude oil is up 51% in the last month. Gas, $5, $6, $7 all over the country. Okay, we have, I don't know, I think 13, 14, 15 dead soldiers. We have Marines, boots on the ground, going to the Middle East. Supposedly, we've won this shit. We find out from Joe Kent that Iran was no imminent threat. Caroline Leavitt even said there was no imminent threat, right? We know they lied about the nuclear capability. They lied back in June when they bombed that shit. They were lying now. We are only there because Netanyahu convinced Trump to do it, right? This shit is like going crazy, okay? And what is the president of the United States doing during all of this? While soldiers are dying, Marines are on a plane right now to the Middle East. There's chaos in the airports right now. You know why? Because the Democrats won't fund Homeland Security until we get some concessions on ICE and some body cameras and some, right? We're not going to fund ICE after they shot American citizens. Now, the problem is Democrats have said, hey, we got a standalone, okay? We have a standalone bill. We will fund TSA. We're just not going to fund DHS, but we will fund TSA. We'll fund FEMA. They had standalone bills. And you ready? The Republicans said no. They won't fund TSA. They won't fund FEMA. They're trying to drag this out. They're trying to create this fucking narrative. They're trying to create chaos because they're trying to cram the SAVE Act, that voter suppression bill, through. And they just literally won't allow us to fund these things. The Republicans are playing politics. Now, all of this chaos is going on. If you go to the airport, you're going to be in a 4-hour line. People aren't getting paid. We don't even know if they're doing work monitoring the, whatever Iranian terrorist cells or any other shit that intelligence is doing. And what is Trump doing, guys? Trump is dancing his little jerk it dance in Florida with a bunch of people who paid $250,000 to polish his knob down at Mar-a-Lago. Dude, he's out there with Lee Greenwood playing in Mar-a-Lago, dude. Dude, what an idiot, bro. Look at him. Dude, he's not even dancing, bro. I mean, he's not even doing the jerk it dance convincingly. He's just standing in front of their cameras. What a weirdo, dude.
Thank you.
Dude, what the hell, bro? Dude, why? What do these people do? Why are they all stroking it, dude? Seriously. I don't understand why all these people do they actually think he's Jesus or something? Like, what is going on, bro? He's not even doing anything. He's like about to die. They're paying $250,000 to be there. I mean, I guess he is making them richer, right? And he is protecting the Epstein class. So that's true. I mean, a lot of these guys are going to make millions in tax savings. So I guess I had underestimated that. I guess though, like for me, guys, when I think about like if you have $20 million, what's the difference if you have like 30 million? Like, is there really any difference? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have 20 million or 30 million, are you going to notice any of that difference? I mean, I'm not sure you will, right? But I mean, I don't have 20 mil, so. Dude, all right, let's go, baby. Dude, they're all just trying to touch him, boss. Isn't that weird? That is so weird, guys. And he's on the big screen. There's like a camera. They're all filming it. Like, bro, I have never seen people so obsessed. And this isn't even like a special thing. Like, he's at Mar-a-Lago every fucking weekend, guys. He is literally there every single weekend. You know? I mean, this isn't like him going through a room full of people that have never seen the man, right? He's there every weekend.
So, you know, I didn't know I was going to be here today.
Dude, they're all chanting USA. Dude, what the hell, bro? Right? Taxpayer-funded grifting with the Epstein class, boss. Jesus. Isn't that nuts? Dude, it's so crazy. It is just so insane. And they are like, dude, they're like dope sick for this guy. Very bizarre. I'll be honest, guys, I don't get the draw. I do not get the draw. But all right, we do have to look at some of this shit. You ready? Oh shit, dude, this is beautiful. Now, before he goes to Mar-a-Lago, right? Before he goes for a nice session of grifting down at his Palm Beach club, look at what this guy was doing. Look at the question, boss. You ready? Strait of Hormuz, right? Iran is destroyed, but the Strait of Hormuz is still not open for business. Look at what Trump says.
With or without
We're
allies?
doing very well there. We're doing very well overall. We don't use the strait. The United States, we don't need it. Europe needs it. Korea, Japan, China, a lot of other people. So they'll have to get involved a little bit on that one.
Dude, you see that? He says, we don't use it. We don't need it. So Europe, China, all these, they'll have to get involved. Like, bro. Yeah, no, first off, China is using it. China's got an in. Okay, China has deals. So China's boats are coming through. But, dude, think about that. He attacked Iran, and he, as a result of his attack, the Strait of Hormuz is shut down, which is fucking over the whole world. And he's like, hey, not my problem. We don't use it. I guess you guys are going to have to go figure out the Strait of Hormuz. Dude, he basically just fucked Europe and is fucking Ukraine and helping Putin, helping China, helping Iran. You ready for the big one, guys? Look at this shit. You want to see something unreal? Look at this shit, bro. All right, hold on. Look at this. The U.S. to temporarily lift sanctions on oil from Iran for 30 days, bro. Dude. So he bombs Iran. They shut down the Strait of Hormuz. And as a result, they remove sanctions on Iran. So now the whole world can buy Iran's oil. Dude, what the fuck, bro? They lifted the sanctions on the enemy they just bombed because they fucked up. So Iran is basically monetizing the conflict, right? Isn't that wild, dude? Yes. Oh my God, dude. Isn't that funny? Dude, right? I mean, what? You can't make this shit up, right? I mean, you just can't make this shit up, dude. Like, it just gets like more and more ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And this is so funny because he talked that big game about Barack Obama giving Iran back their money, those frozen assets. And so Trump is now, he lifted the sanctions on Russia. He's lifting the sanctions on Iran. It is just ridiculous. Dude, Kilo Charlie, thanks for these streams. You're welcome, boss. Dude, thank you. Let's go, Kilo. Dude, I feel like... Let's go, Paula! Sakata bada sakata saka. I love it when she says suck. Dude, what an idiot, bro. All right, you ready? Here we go, guys. This one is great, guys. You ready? This clip, this is gonna feel a little bit like COVID. Okay, let's roll back. You ready? Let's roll back to April of 2020. Okay? You ready? You remember April of 2020? You got April of 2020. Oh, I'm back in April of 2020. Oh, show me, buddy. Oh, I just crapped my diaper. All right, April of 2020. Watch this. Here we go.
You said opening the Strait of Hormuz is a simple military maneuver.
Very simple.
Yeah, but what did you mean by that?
It's a simple military maneuver. It's relatively safe, but you need a lot of help in the sense of you need ships, you need volume. And NATO could help us, but they so far haven't had the courage to do so. And others could help us, but, you know, we don't use it. You know, at a certain point, it'll open itself at a certain point. But we've defeated the enemy, and they are an enemy. They're a sick group of people. The leadership is gone, the Navy is gone, the Air Force is gone, the anti-aircraft equipment that they have, the radar they have is all gone, everything's gone. The strait itself, the actual strait, how are you? The strait itself is, we're doing a good job, but it would be nice if the countries, including China, if the countries that use it, China uses it 90% of their energy. Japan is 95% of the energy. It would be nice if those countries would get involved.
All right, so let's recap there because he said everything about Iran is decimated, destroyed. They're so defeated, and yet for some reason they just can't open the Strait of Hormuz. And then he says, but we could open it if we could get all these other ships of the people that rely on it, but it's going to just open itself like COVID was going to go away. And, you know, he doesn't understand why nobody will help him with his war. So he starts a war that shuts down the Strait of Hormuz, and then he can't get it open, and nobody wants to help him get it open because he's the one who closed it. And he says, oh, but don't worry, it's just going to open by itself. Dude, we're so fucked, bro. Like, the whole world is so fucked, right? The whole world is so, like, Dude, Maga, what did you do? Dude, Pinky Parker says, need more Paula, please. All right, I got you, Pinky. Hey! Sakatara. Dude, solidarity, Boston Brian, let's go, baby. Let's go, boss. Good to see you, brother. Dude, it's gonna open as soon as it gets warm, guys. It's gonna open. Believe me. Believe me when I say it's just gonna open by itself. Okay? Oh my God, dude. Shit is crazy. All right. I think that about covers the Trump shit. Okay? You ready? Dude, you ready? Okay, so look at this. Dude, I think maybe we'll look at this clip, okay? Because Dave Rubin, dude, I may save the Rubin clip. I want to watch the Dave Rubin clip, okay? Because Dave Rubin, guys, he took that Russian money, okay? He's a former TYT guy. Yeah, no, he's a real piece of work. And yes, he's blocked me. Okay, he and I had a little bit of a disagreement about the Russian money he took during the Tenet media scandal. And so in the middle of our disagreement, he did in fact block me because he's soft. Okay, he is, dude. Rubin is soft, bro. Brain dead is definitely putting it lightly, dude. It is, dude. Brain dead. I feel like brain dead is in a way, I feel like brain dead is selling him short because he's kind of cunning in a way. I mean, I don't think he's politically smart. He's not savvy at all, but he does know how to like mook money out of people. He definitely took millions in that Russian scam. Millions. And he's one of the guys too who couldn't looked into the person that was giving him the money. And he was like, dude, this guy doesn't even exist. And he took the money anyway, bro. Okay. You know what I mean? This guy is a clown. But now, as soon as the war, hold on, you ready? Let me set the stage for you. Because this guy is a TYT alum here, guys. Okay, so this guy came up under Cenk Uygur's expert tutelage in politics and, right? He came up under the Cenker, right? Cenk Uygur tutored this guy on how to be smart politically. So Dave Rubin, as soon as the Iran war happened, as soon as this thing went down and Trump hit Iran with Israel on that first day, Rubin went out there and said, you know what, guys? Let me tell you how this is going to play out. Okay? Now, we're 3 weeks in. So now we get to look back at Dave Rubin's prediction, right? About how, Dave Rubin is out here going to tell us how the war's going to play out, right? We're looking at it. And hold on one sec. So give me one sec here, dude. I got to reset my little windows. There we go. There we go, baby. Dude, let's go. Dude, so Dave Rubin, we now get to check in on him and we get to test his calls. All right. You ready? You ready to give Dave Rubin a report card? Dude, all right. We're going to grade his paper. This is Dave Rubin letting us know exactly how Trump's mastery of the Iran war is going to work out. All right, here we go.
Close the Strait of Hormuz and energy prices are going to go crazy and all these. None of this is going to come to pass. That isn't to say there won't be a little bumps here and there in the market, and it's not to say one random thing, bad thing might happen to a ship or something like that. But Iran has their military has basically been decimated. So they can keep doing PR stunts and having the second general of the 4th command of the 3rd wing of the Iranian army show up on MSNBC. They can keep do that and make his threats and say, we're going to let things through if we like you and not if we don't. But it just is utterly irrelevant. We are the sheriff. allow me to make
you hear that? So they're not going to close the Strait of Hormuz. There's not going to be an increase in energy prices, and all of it is just a big PR stunt, right? What did he say? There's an Iranian guy going on MSNBC. Dude, I've missed that one. I don't know if that's a Saturday Night Live skit or what, but dude, homie, I mean, I will say this, okay? I can absolutely tell that he got his political instincts from Cenk Uygur. That much is obvious. That I can see the Cenk Uygur tutelage because this guy has his finger, the pulse is like all the way over there, and his finger is like up some stranger's fucking butt. Dude, what the hell, dude? Oh, man. Thank you, Dave Rubin. Isn't he funny? Dude, he's so funny, bro. 3 weeks into it. All right. Thank you, Dave Rubin. We appreciate you, boss. You're very, very good, dude. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Thank you, Trumpy. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So that's good. All right. That covers all of that for now. Now we have to go look at the Erika Kirk stuff for a minute. Okay. Because Erika Kirk, guys, she is under fire. Okay. She is. Thank you, Dave Rubin. What does it say? It says a show for normal people. Dude. Yeah, Boston Brian's in the house, baby. Dude, a show for normal people. The fuck does that even mean, bro? Like, dude, his own party doesn't think he's normal. What is he talking about? Right? Dude. Erika Kirk. Oh, yeah. So, guys, again, let me just tell you. Let me give you a rundown here. Dude, Elite, yo! Let's go, baby! Let's go. Thank you, Elite. Dude, 8 months. By the way, guys, I do Fortnite every Saturday. So tomorrow I will be doing Fortnite. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm presuming Elite is going to come down and play some games too. So that happens on my Twitch. It's like 3 p.m.-ish, 3:30 p.m., something like that. I do play a little Fortnite. Don't really talk politics. Mostly I like talk about shitters in the game. But so I am doing that now every Saturday. All right. In addition to this channel, it is my little sort of way to relax that we do. All right. Little relaxation at the end of a hard work week. Dude, I really enjoy it now. I'm enjoying the game. New season 2. All right, Jenny, I hope you updated your game, baby. All right. So guys, we got to look at the two Erika Kirk things. Okay? Because she is coming under fire. Now, somebody said, "Oh, Erika Kirk, is she still around?" Now, guys, I need to be very clear here. Okay? I need to be clear about the importance of Erika Kirk because I need you guys to see why she's a danger. Okay? So, with Charlie getting blown away, okay, they raised like $250 million. TPUSA did. Okay? $250 million. Now, they have made a move that is really a little bit dangerous. So what they've done is they've rebranded their student outreach and they call it Club America. Okay, now why did they rebrand it? Because TPUSA is known to be religious. It's known to be involved in the fake electors, right? J6, the insurrection, overturning 2020. So they rebranded this element of TPUSA and they're calling it Club America. All right. Now, it says it's about patriotism. It's about bringing the American flag to your school, about teaching you about, government and the Constitution and freedom. But they're doing it that way so they bypass the bad blood of like putting religion in the school. Because if the religious group TPUSA tried to get in a high school, everyone would freak out. But Club America, that's just bringing some flags and teaching you to love freedom, they're going to have a much better way of getting in with that. Now, when they are in high schools and they're trying to get into middle schools, when they're in high schools as Club America, they're doing two things. Number one is they're bringing their little evangelical Christianity in right underneath those American flags, and they're doing their little shit with the fucking trying to convert people like Charlie did. But the other thing they're doing, guys, is they're creating whistleblowers, okay? Remember what happened with the University of Oklahoma and Samantha Fulnecke, the one who didn't even do her assignment? She wrote some half-ass essay, and then the TPUSA chapter at Oklahoma started this huge national scandal, and they got the transgender graduate student fired over that deal. They're now going to do this in every high school in America. They're going to have a chapter in there. They're going to get a few members, and then they're going to look for a trans student, for a trans teacher, for a teacher that like helps a transgender student, for any LGBTQ related controversy they can find. And then they're going to use that $250 million they have to crush the fucking school district, to file lawsuits, to bully school board members off the board, to get principals fired, to get teachers fired, to get gay or trans students or staff or faculty booted out. This is all about getting into the high schools so they can start like creating national scandals about the LGBTQ. And the recent information of like Erika Kirk possibly being bisexual makes it even more diabolical. I mean, this is something that I think it's worthwhile that we stay on her ass, guys. I think we need to stay on Erika Kirk's ass, and I hope Candace Owens keeps hammering away, because we need to just elevate all of her scandals and make sure that people in high schools know what they're really trying to do, okay? Because they are really trying to just do what they did in the University of Oklahoma. They want to get rid of trans and LGBTQ power, period. That's it, guys. Okay, now that being said, okay, if we look at Erika Kirk, she did get into a little bit of a scandal for two things. There's two primary things that are going on here, guys. Number one is this. You ready? Look at this, guys. Oh my God. Okay, right? Look at this shit. Where is it? All right. Dude, why am I not finding this now? Bro. Hold on. Dude, yeah, no, it's depressing. I mean, I'm glad my kid is out of high school. Like, high school and schools are going to be pretty crazy for the next little bit. All right, hold on one sec here. Okay, so there we go. All right, I found it. Okay, so here's what we got. So look at this, guys. Okay. So Erika Kirk and the governor of Nevada, okay, had an event today, right? Or I believe it was yesterday, right? They had an event celebrating 𝗙PUSA in Nevada, okay? Now, 𝗙PUSA is headquartered in Arizona, all right? They're heavily involved in politics there. State Senator Jake Hoffman, another one of the insurrectionists, one of the fake electors, he's part of this crew. They're trying to get Andy Biggs into the governorship in Arizona. They want to get Katie Hobbs out, okay? They are now starting to branch out, though. And so what they did today, or yesterday, is they had a ribbon cutting at their new Las Vegas headquarters, okay? And so now they are opening a Turning Point USA headquarters in Las Vegas, and they're moving into Nevada, okay? They are expanding their operations slowly but surely. Now, it's kind of weird. You would think, like, why Vegas, right? Like, why Vegas? I mean, dude, it's like strip clubs, you know, the city of sin. I mean, I don't know why they would pick Vegas. I mean, maybe, I don't know. It just seems like a weird pull. It's not like, are they going to try to convert like the strippers or something? I don't know. But I know they're going to try to move into Nevada schools. They're going to slowly move their way probably up through Nevada into Idaho. I'm sure they're going to do very well in Idaho and the Dakotas and Montana, etc. But so they had a big ribbon cutting ceremony with the Nevada governor, okay, and Erika Kirk. All right, they have this big event. Look at that. They have a big Turning Point USA headquarters. Again, guys, $250 million, okay, they took in after Charlie died. And now, guys, there could be some, I don't know, there could be some sexual activity going on with this stuff. We know that Turning Point USA's, right? We know that Turning Point USA's events, their young people events, are like crazy, like deviant sex fests. Okay, Benny Johnson is well known for piling a train of young men into his, you know, hotel room while his wife is crying in the bar. So maybe they want to set up shop in Vegas because they can start having events there. And it's just all kinds of like sexuality goes on there, right? It's much more open. They don't have to worry about Grindr crashing. I mean, it is, you know, any kind of sex you want to find, you can find in Vegas, literally just a phone call away. So maybe that's it. But now, guys, look at this, though. Look at her, okay? This is a scene from the ribbon cutting, okay? Watch this. This is just crazy, guys.
Hold it very tight. I'll take the bottom.
Okay, ready, everybody? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
So they're talking to Tyler with Turning Point, Erika Kirk. I didn't get video of that.
Right? So look at that, though, guys. Oh, shit. Look at her. Look at her, like, ribbon cutting. I don't know who this guy is, dude, but he had some... Dude, what's up with homie in the back? Dude, homie back there forgot his Midol. But, like, guys... Everyone on the internet today was like, what stage of grieving is this? Okay? What stage of grieving is this? I mean, look at her, guys. She is like, dude, she is so done with like Charlie. Okay? She is like so, she is like Charlie who at this point? I mean, she has $250 million. She has like Netanyahu and the Zionist brigade just basically giving her an enema of cash. 𝗙PUSA has never had any more money. They're rebranding their little Club America. They're going to try and whistleblow as many high schools as possible. Now, people are still fighting them, okay? And yes, people are fighting it here in Oregon. They're fighting it nationwide. This fight is going to continue. I mean, nobody really wants the Club America in schools. Everybody knows it's a front. We know they're lying. But here's where it gets crazy interesting. Because while all this is going on, and yeah, she is so happy. She is like so excited about this. And I mean, guys, I've never really seen her grieve except with her fake handkerchief and all that. Those brief little moments, right? That were usually weirdly felt somewhat inappropriate even. But what's fascinating about this, guys, is that Candace Owens has been continuing to press about, Candace Owens has been continuing to press about something having gone on that involved Erika Kirk or foreign governments, aka Benjamin Netanyahu. Remember, Netanyahu's like, dude, we did not kill Charlie. And it's like, yo, Benjamin, who was even talking to you, bro? You just walked into a room and said, I didn't do it, when none of us were thinking you did it until you said you didn't do it. Now we're all thinking you did it, right? Mr. fucking coffee cup, right? Now, but Erika, okay, Joe Kent, who just came out and walked away from the National Counterterrorism Director's job, he was trying to investigate Charlie Kirk's murder for foreign government involvement, and it got shut down. The FBI was like, no. Don't go looking into that. So there's other people. Joe Kent is now a darling of Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens. They are all stirring and wondering what's going on with Erika. Okay, but guys, now the plot thickens though, okay, because Erika Kirk is now putting out cease and desist orders, okay, right, about claims about Epstein and claims about her being involved with Charlie's death. Okay, and this is one of the first ones. Okay, 𝗙PUSA CEO Erika Kirk has issued a cease and desist to the account Project Constitution, run by Colin Scott Campbell, for making false and defamatory statements about her and 𝗙PUSA. He uploaded what he claimed was a wiretap recording of Erika Kirk procuring young girls for Epstein. His post received over 11 million views.
You're going to talk to him about it.
And so he got a cease and desist order. Now, what was crazy about this, guys, is this is the same voice thing that I uploaded. Remember the one that I found out later was Haley Robson? But I said, oh my God, that sounds like Erika Kirk. Well, this guy's, he uploaded it and he said it was her. He didn't say it sounded like her. He said, this is Erika Kirk. It's a bombshell audio. This is her. She was procuring for Epstein. It blew up on Twitter, 11 million views, and now she cease and desisted. Dude, now she's like using some of that 𝗙PUSA Skrilla and trying to shut him down. Now, here's what's weird though, guys, okay? And yes, the wording absolutely matters. I mean, guys, all my friends in college were lawyers, okay? I've known lawyers my whole life. If I were to take a job in the straight world, I would be a lawyer. So I am pretty careful with my wording about how to, achieve a little bit of like attention without opening myself up to that. And I mean, you can say allegedly, but you can also, though, there are other ways of wording it. There's a lot of ways to do the legal dance. But here's what's weird, though, guys, is the fact that she is issuing a cease and desist order to just a fucking Twitter post. Okay? Think about that, guys. Right? I kind of hope this guy presses on, because I would be intrigued about the discovery. Like, why? I understand if somebody's like threatening your family or something, or if you are getting fired from your job and you're going to go and like maybe make a legal case out of it. But it's literally one Twitter post, Okay, one. Okay, and it's one that has been debunked all over the internet. Like a lot of people thought it sounded like her, and a lot of people have gone and debunked it, but she's still cease and desisting, which is really interesting to me because we know that's Haley Robson. Like I have no doubt that the voice on that audio is Haley Robson. I know it. I found the reports. I've gotten confirmation from court depositions. I know it's Haley Robson, but it does make me wonder if there is an Erika Kirk Epstein connection, maybe through Next Model Management, like Candace Owens has said, because her overreaction is unusual. Okay, who is Haley Robson? So Haley Robson is a West Palm Beach girl who went to Epstein's house, got involved with him, but didn't want to be abused. And she became a point person for bringing girls to Epstein. And so what happened with Haley Robson is in the early stages of the case, all of the victims the cops found all said Haley Robson brought us to Epstein. So they investigated Haley thinking she was like 𝗦𝗂𝗽𝗍𝗍. And so the initial investigation was calling her and setting up things, thinking that she was the prostitution ring person. And then they found out after they eventually got around and interviewed her that she had been co-opted into this thing. And then she spilled the beans and opened up the whole thing. So she was like the girl that they first was a suspect that then became the point person in them finding like hundreds of victims. I think maybe not hundreds. I think they found like 63, right? That through Haley alone. But there were hundreds in Palm Beach. But so that's who is on that recording. But the overreaction is, I feel like it's telling, okay? Because it's not like this Project Constitution audio like spread and became this huge thing. But guys, I do have to say one thing though, that this guy saw mine, okay? He did because he like watermarked it, okay? And that was the same thing I did. Like I didn't know if it was her, so I watermarked it. And then he had to have seen mine, and then he put a watermarked version out there too, which is funny, right? Isn't that funny? That like, in a weird way, I feel like I instigated this because somebody had actually like tagged me on Twitter and showed me that file, and I downloaded the file and uploaded a watermarked version, and then I think he saw mine online, and he did his, and his blew up. And now he's getting cease and desisted. Dude, let's go. Dude, Twitter is weird banning accounts of women in bikinis not revealing anything. That is weird. Dude, let's go. Dude, Ring Lotus. She's being vindictive, and now she has the money to go after them with the petty lawsuits if she wants to, in your opinion. Yeah. I mean, she's definitely being vindictive, but I still think it's weird, though, because what is weird about this is that we know that Candace Owens and has shined a light on Erika Kirk. Erika Kirk did work for Next Model Management, and the founder of Next Model Management, we found out in the Epstein files, was literally like Epstein's bestie. They had like 4,000 emails or something ridiculous like that. So there's a real good chance that there is an Erika Kirk, Jeffrey Epstein connection. Okay, there absolutely is, right? No, it's Faith Cates is the woman from Next Model Management. And so I think there's an Erika Kirk Epstein connection, and I think we just haven't found it yet. But I think there is. And she is absolutely vindictive, and she is absolutely narcissistic. I don't doubt that at all, right? She was a Trump pageant girl, but she was also involved, like she was trying to be, see, Erika Kirk's she's a weird egg because she was in pageants, but Erika Kirk was never going to be a model. Like she didn't have the body or the looks. Her face is too broad. There's just a zillion reasons why Erika Kirk could never be a model. Okay. but she wanted to be in a modeling, right? Remember, we saw that interview where she was trying to get a job with Diane von Furstenberg. I mean, she tried real hard to get into the modeling, the reality TV, the fucking upper class fashion world. And of course, Epstein and Trump were like the epicenter of that world. I mean, they weren't, I don't want to say they were the epicenter because they weren't. They were like clingers on, but they were the epicenter of like the, you know, the SA network around Epstein was all about Ghislaine Maxwell providing Trump and Epstein entree into that fashion world. Paolo Zampoli, Jean-Luc Brunel, right? John Casablanca is Trump's friend from Elite Models was a big one. So I will almost guarantee you that she has some connection to Jeffrey Epstein that we haven't figured it out yet. And it may well be Romanian girls. It may be, you know, simply like model scouting. I don't know. I think something's going to come out. Okay. But there's more though. Okay. Because it gets even better, guys. All right. Let me find the other one here. Which is right from this account, okay, that band has also blocked me. Dude, all of these people block me. Dude, they're all soft, okay? But there's another bit in here about Erika Kirk that's really interesting, okay? That is this one, okay? You ready? So, Erika Kirk has started sending cease and desist letters to people who are accusing her of being involved in killing her husband. Okay? Right? Isn't that crazy? Erika Kirk is right now. If people are on Twitter saying Erika Kirk was involved with killing Charlie or had something to do with Charlie's death, she is now cease and desisting them too. Okay? Trying to shut down those rumors. Now, this is really interesting, okay? Because, you know, I don't think she's sent one to Candace, okay? As far as I know, nothing has been sent to Candace. But look at what she says. She says innocent people shouldn't have to do this, but now they need to because the conspiracies are out of control. It's defamation of character, slander. You guys took this woman's life and shredded what was left of it after her husband was murdered. Yeah, there we go. Dude, look at that. I mean, she looks pretty shredded, doesn't she? Every time I see her, dude, she is like beaming. She looks like she's had a few mimosas and she is out there like dancing. She's probably hooking up with her girlfriend by now. I mean, dude, it's pretty wild, okay? It is pretty crazy. So again, the cease and desist, right? The Erika Kirk, we are now entering the cease and desist stage. So what do we have? We had her like public sorrow and her like hanging out with the corpse stage, right? Oh my God, I'm hanging out with the corpse. I'm at a lectern. You've unleashed a rage. You have no idea what's going on. That was stage one, right? I'm crying. I'm upset. I am now the CEO of Turning Point USA and a fiery voice. Okay, then stage two is like, I have so much money and now I'm doing all these media appearances and I'm like, Charlie's book is coming out and I'm just hitting every cash register I can, right? I'm out there, you know, doing a Zoom call with Teep USA saying, my husband's dead, but guys, we got 50,000 hat orders. We sold more merch under the fake tent, right? Where everyone can go take pictures with under Charlie's tent that he died under. Like, dude, crazy, just money maker. Okay, that was like stage two, right? Stage three is her running around, you know, talking about the young white mailmen, right? She's advocating for those poor, oppressed government workers. Dude, you are a young white man, oppressed mailman, young white mailman. Oh shit, all the young white mailmen. Dude, so now she's out there Club American with Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and she's hanging out with the kids and you know, trying to inspire the young white male men. And now, you know, stage 4 of her grief is she is opening up new headquarters, guys. And now stage 5 is the cease and desist letters, okay, which is don't talk about her being involved in Charlie's death and don't talk about her being connected to Jeffrey Epstein. And guys, this is weird, okay, because there are a lot of famous people. There's Trump, there's Elon Musk, there is pick any influencer, right? Megyn Kelly, fucking whatever, Tammy Lauren, whatever her fucking name is, Tommy Lauren. Pick anybody famous, Taylor Swift, okay? The internet is filled with like fake stories, with made up shit, with conspiracy theories, with all kinds of stuff. It is really weird that she is trying to throw around cease and desist letters for shit that's just spreading on Twitter, okay? Like, as far as my knowledge goes, none of that stuff has made entree, like, out into, like, the real world, right? The New York Times is not doing stories about her killing Charlie. The New York Times is not doing stories about her and Jeffrey Epstein. There's no Wall Street Journal piece. They're right. I mean, it's not even hitting like the Hindustan Times, as far as I know. I mean, I think the her might being bisexual is hitting Hindustan, but I haven't seen any of that other stuff cropping up. But yet, what Jay says, it's coming. Maybe it is, guys. I mean, there might be some details about Erika Kirk and Jeffrey Epstein and about Erika Kirk and you know, Charlie Kirk that we don't yet know about. And I will say that, you know, I know that Candace Owens, okay, I think Candace Owens has sort of made it her life's mission to do this. Like, right? Candace Owens, her bisexuality, Alice, she might be. I made a video about it. You can go check it out. Okay. If you go look at it, it was like 2 days ago. Okay. There is, I made a video about it. It is a little bit scandalous. And guys, I looked at some of those old, like her old Instagram posts like a month ago in a different video. And I was like, God, these are really weird. And now when I heard the bisexual scandal, I was like, oh, I think that kind of makes sense. But yeah, you can go check the video. It is this video. I'll show you right here. It is this one. It's got a picture of her kissing right there. Honey, Candace Owens just ended Erika Kirk's career. There it is, 2 days ago. Yeah, no, it's a good one, dude. And in particular, it centers around that image with her with the Fendi sweatshirt on, which is one that I had made a video about like a month ago when I was like, God, that's a really weird post for a Christian woman to be posting. You'll see, it's in the video. It's pretty wild. So there's a lot of speculation going on. Now, guys, I don't know. I'm kind of getting the vibe that Candace Owens, like, aren't you sort of getting the vibe? Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull up that Erika thing. It's on tonight's thumb too, dude. It's this one. There it is. There's the image, dude. It's pretty wild. But yeah, that is there. It's a pretty wild, that image. What'd she order? Fish fillet? Oh shit. That's pretty fucking interesting for a young Christian non-bisexual girl to be like posting like that. There's a lot of those too, right? And you'll have to see the video. There's really interesting. But so there is I feel like Candace was in love with Charlie or something, guys, right? There's something. Candace is not responding to this like you know, like, oh, my friend was murdered. I mean, I don't know, dude. Something seems weird. Doesn't it? Because 𝗫𝗫ance is like out for blood, dude. Right? 𝗫𝗫ance is out for like absolute, you know, like she is not going to let up, dude. Dude, 𝗫𝗫ance is not going to let up. Candy O is like all in, bro. She is all in. So I'm wondering if she was in love with Charlie, and maybe what happened was when Erika came into the picture and honeypotted Charlie, I think 𝗫𝗫ance got squeezed out, because I don't think Erika, like, I think Erika's like a whites only kind of person. I don't know that she was having sex with Charlie like 𝗫𝗫ance. I think she may have loved him, right? She married her husband before Charlie even met this honeypot. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. When did she get married? Candace Owens got married in 2019? No. Dude, they got married after, okay? Right? Right? They met in when did I think they met in 2018. Yeah, they met in 2018, so she got married a year after, right? But I don't know. She was applying for a job. I don't know. I don't think they started dating right then, but something's going on. There's something going on. Like 𝗫𝗫ance is out for blood, okay? She is. Dude, 𝗫𝗫ance is like trying to get Erika's scalp, dude. And I'll say this, guys, I'm here for it, okay? I am here for it. I am absolutely here for it, guys. Dude, I'm here for it. I'm here to stir the pot, baby. Dude, you guys, you don't believe 𝗫𝗫ance was into Charlie? I think she was, man. Dude, gonna need a special closed door meeting to squash the beef. Dude, let's go. I mean, we shall see. We shall see. Dude, Dio, Tommy, have you discussed the Strokes previously? Julian Casablancas, I only learned today the relationship. Oh, dude, yeah, no, Julian is John Casablancas' kid. I have not, like, I mean, I've mentioned it. We've not had a deep discussion, but yes, I mean, that's part of how the Strokes, like, became, like, famous. Yeah, Julian Casablancas, his dad is the guy, John Casablancas, who owned Elite Models. And in fact, Julian met like Albert Hammond Jr. at like a boarding school, right? Because Julian was like super, like deeply, you know, from a deeply wealthy family. Great band, Sucks to Hear. Yeah, I mean, guys, I don't think Julian and his dad were like super close, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know what I mean? I mean, he certainly benefited from his dad's connections and shit like that, like all Nepo kids do. But I don't think he was like hanging out with his dad. If anything, his dad was dating women that were like Julian's age. I think if anything, Julian was probably like, fuck this guy, but just, you know, make sure you keep the money flowing, right? You know, because he got sent to boarding school and like, I don't think his dad and him were close, right? I think there's a definite separation there. But they're all Nepo babies, though. All of the Strokes are. Like they were all like rich kids, dude. Like super rich kids. I mean, you could kind of tell from the scene they came out of in New York. You know, they came out of a scene like Williamsburg and shit like that. It's a lot of, you know, I mean, most people that come out of New York are Nepo kids because you can't really afford to live there anymore unless you got a little bit of money, dude. Right? Remember Candace and Charlie discussed their shared super special powers together? Yes. I know they did. They discussed their powers and how they were like tied to Kanye West, right? But guys, I love the Strokes. All right. I know he's a Nepo kid, but I still, dude, I love the Strokes. They did a lot for music early 2000. I'll never forget when I saw them on like, it was like Conan O'Brien or something, dude. I saw them right after Is This It came out, and I was like, holy shit, dude. Love that fucking band, dude. Dude, right? Although my son was really into them for a while too. He loved them, but he stopped loving them because Julian Casablancas has another band. He has a solo band, and they used AI art for the cover of like one of their records. And so Bryce was like, fuck that. Bryce, that was a deal breaker for Bryce. He's like, I'm done. I'm done with you, dude. Oh shit. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. They did. They set a vibe. They had a very good vibe early 2000s. They were like, the Strokes were like the White Stripes and the Detroit Cobras and all that shit, and fucking the Dirt Bombs. There were all those Detroit bands in early 2000s, right? And then there were bands like the fucking the Hives and shit that were like the Northern European punk garage bands in the early 2000s. And then there was that New York scene around fucking, I feel like Owl City and Metro Station and all those bands came out of the Strokes, right? I mean, if you look at bands like Metro Station and Owl City and fucking even like Alex G, a lot of that stuff like was Strokes, fucking same with like Twin Atlantic, right? What is that? What's that band? Twin Atlantic. Yeah. That album from Scotland, dude. Those guys too. I'm curious when they started. They started 2007. Yeah, I feel like a lot of those bands were like Strokes, post-Strokes music, dude. Right? Dude, good shit. They were timely. Like, we needed that, a drummer that sounded like a drum machine, and the Strokes should play Mar-a-Lago. I don't know where Julian Casablancas' politics are, okay? I don't think he's a Trump fan, dude. Right? He's a progressive, anti-corporate leftist, right? He endorsed Bernie Sanders, okay? So, dude, Julian Casablancas is not like hanging out with Trump, boss. And again, I don't think he likes his dad, dude. Okay? Let's go. The Melania thing, we looked at that. That was about her and Paolo Zampoli, right? Dude, all right, but I'm going to go. I'm going because I have Fortnite tomorrow, and I'm going to go play a little DBD with Jenny, and I do have to get 2 videos done tonight before I get... it was after the Unredacted. I have to get 2 videos done before I go to bed tonight, and that rock star is kicking my ass. So it is dance party time. Dude, thank you guys for another great evening, for riding the wave. Dude, I don't know, guys. I don't know about you, but I feel like it's getting crazier and crazier, right? I mean, do you feel that? Do you feel like every day is just getting crazier, right? I swear to you, dude, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we have pictures of, Erika Kirk filing the bunions off Jeffrey Epstein's feet by like the end of the year, dude. Dude, like, nothing would surprise me. I could find a photo of Erika Kirk and Don Huffines, partying down with Nicki Minaj, and I would be like, yep, that seems about right. Dude, I mean, dude, Nicki Minaj is stumping for the Save Act on Twitter, bro. She is now, like, polishing Maga knob. Like, what fucking timeline are we in, dude? Dude, Melania's movie was making $50 per theater, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing, dude? anything. There's no surprises. Dude, I'm serious. It is like all bets are off. Like, seriously. Guys, you ready for this? Let me just tell you. I saw an AI video of somebody like looking out their car window, and the car next to him was a bed on wheels with a giant capybara just sleeping in the bed, and the car just like passed them. And I saw it, and I'm like, yeah, that's exactly where we're at, bro. Dude, I mean, I know it's AI, but even if it wasn't AI, if it was an actual like PR stunt, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not surprised, bro. That's literally like where we're at, dude. we are just out there. We are fucking out there, boss. And remember, 2 days, baby. Dude, 2 days. 2 days, and the hair is gone. All right? We got new hair in 2 days. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you Sunday. And then there's going to be new hair on Monday. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's going to be cool. And then again, next week, starting a week from Sunday, I will be doing suits on Sunday. We're going to be rocking a suit every Sunday or dressing up on Sundays. All right? It just is something a little special. I'm probably going to have to go buy a suit. I don't think I have a Nordstrom suit that was pretty amazing, but it doesn't really fit me very much anymore. So we'll see. I don't know, but we're going to fancy it up. We're going to have a day a week where I make some content that could reach out to, you know, the non-sleeveless shirt crowd. We're going to try bringing in some new faces and some new, you know, I don't know. We're going to just vibe out. And maybe one day you'll see me up there arguing with Mockler on fucking, you know, CNN. Earlier, I don't know if I'm going to get earlier. I'm probably going to start around 9, like somewhere between 8:30 and 10, but it's probably going to be around 9. I don't know that I'm going to get much earlier than 9. I mean, I've tried, but like I have to be realistic. I think I'm a 9 o'clock guy, right? I think I'm a 9 o'clock guy. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. All right. I'm trying, guys. I'm a night person, boss. They will never let me on CNN. Dude, yeah, don't underestimate me. All right? Don't underestimate me, boss. You fucking stranger things have happened. All right? All right? You never know, baby. Whoa. I have a way of just pulling shit off, dude. I do. I don't know how I do it, but you never know, baby. I mean, it's highly unlikely, but that also makes me kind of want to make it happen, right? Because it seems like, no, that could never happen. I'm like, yeah, let's make that happen, right? Let's make that happen and see what it's all about. Woo! Let's go! Oh! All right, it's time for a little deja vu, baby! Oh, wait, we got a little confetti there with the Trump video. Let's enjoy that real quick. We're gonna enjoy that little confetti. Let's go! Oh, confetti! Do we love confetti? All right. All right, time to get crazy! Let's go! Yeah!
But I've known been here before. just a bit holy, a notion that I will make it out somehow. Whoa! A little deja vu, I'm gonna get it right. A little time with you and I can see it right. A little deja vu, I'm gonna get it right. A little time with you and I can see it right. Things will turn out alright this time, I know.
Let's go! Dude, that was crazy! Let's go, baby! All right, guys, big love, big love. Thank you. Take care of your head. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Do you need anything like I need you? It's over.